Friends, so today we're gonna discuss this problem from Codeforces round 651, problem A, maximum GCD. So you are given that let's consider all integers in the range from 1 till n, inclusive 1 and n. Okay, so let's like it is given like 100, so 1, 2, 3, 4 until 100, and you have to pick a pair of distinct integers. So you have to pick two numbers from 1 till n, such that you have to find out the maximum possible GCD, common greatest common divisor of the integer in pair. Okay, so you have to find out the maximum value of GCD of A and B, where A and B lies between the value of A 1 till n. Okay, so first, like when I first saw this question, I first came to my mind that the constraints are very small, like it's 10 to the power 16. It's not too small, but it's 10 to the power 6. So first I thought that I should find out the GCD for every number and then use and store them in a table. But then it is very computationally high to find out the GCD of every number, and we are counting or finding out unnecessary for all numbers. But you can easily see that, like let's assume you are given 100. Okay, now for 100, if the first thing they said that you have to take any two numbers from 1 till 100. Okay, and 100 is also taken. So now as you can see, the maximum GCD for any number can be, like if you find out the GCD of 100, you can find out the factors for 100, and when you find out the factors for 100, 50 is the maximum factor of 100, because after 50, like there is no factor except for 100 itself, but you cannot take 100, so you can take 50. So 50 is the factor. Now as you can see, because every factor of 100 is less than 100 obviously, so that's why if we take 50, it is also there. So the GCD of 50 and 100 is 50, and thus the answer is 50 because this is the maximum value. Now you can say like, well, how not there can be another number which is greater than 50. Okay, let's assume there is a number, let's assume there is a number 51, but 51, or let's assume 52. If 52 is the maximum number, then there should be two numbers whose like there should be two numbers such that they have a factor of 52 in them. Okay, but there can be one number 52 itself, but if you find another number which is greater than 52, it the next number, if you multiply it with 2 only, the next number will be 104, which is greater than like 100. So you cannot take a number which is greater than 50. 50 is the maximum value, and thus if you do this same, this is just the half value. If you do it for 101, if you take it the like 100, like 101 divided by 2, it's just 50.5, but it's round out to 50. And because for 101, 100 and 50 both are present. Okay, because 100 and 50 are less than 101, and thus the maximum value till now is also 50. Why? Because let's assume you are assuming that the maximum value is 51. The maximum GCD you can get is 51. Let's assume you are assuming that. Then for 51, the two numbers can be 51 and the 51 into 2, which is 102. These two numbers should be present to having a GCD of like 51, but like the maximum number is 101, so you cannot get a maximum number than 50. Okay, because 51 cannot be present, and thus the maximum can be 50, and 50 can be achieved by using 150, and thus the answer is just n divided by 2. So that's the simple logic. You can just use this. This is the simple thing which I've done. So you can write the solve function and just take the input of n and n divided by 2 and put the answer. I hope you understand the logic. If you still have any doubts, please mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding. Bye.